Hey everyone, you lot! The restaurant industry is a bloody minefield. Some beloved chains have been serving up rubbish for years. Even McDonald's, Burger King, and Starbucks are shutting down shops. We're diving into 15 major chains on the ropes. From Taco Bell to Chipotle and even Red Lobster, nobody is safe from the heat. Red Lobster, eh? Been flogging lobster and those cheesy biscuits since 1968. They've been hemorrhaging money for years. Over 50 locations gone in the last couple of years. Sounds like a right load of cod's wallop to me. It's enough to put you off seafood for life, otherwise they'll be sleeping with the fishes. Hard Rock Cafe, another blast from the past. Been around since 1971, but their glory days are long gone. They've got cafes, hotels, even casinos, but their restaurants are dropping like flies. Texas, California, Massachusetts, they're all feeling the pinch. Jim Allen, the big cheese at Hard Rock International, is already talking about more closures. Sounds like the writing's on the wall if you ask me. They're stuck in a time warp, serving up the same old tired menu. Burgers, fries, nachos, it's all so predictable. And don't even get me started on the overpriced drinks. They need to wake up and smell the coffee, literally. Offer something new, something exciting, something that doesn't taste like it's been reheated from frozen. Otherwise, they'll be singing the blues. Applebees, the king of mediocrity. Been dishing up bland, forgettable food since 1980. They've tried everything to stay afloat, healthy options, delivery, cheap cocktails. But let's be honest, it's all just lipstick on a pig. Over 120 locations closed in the last few years, and they're not done yet. Dine Brands, the geniuses behind this culinary disaster, are scrambling to save it. But frankly, it's beyond saving. The food is bland, the service is slow, and the atmosphere is about as appealing as a doctor's waiting room. They're trying to appeal to everyone and ending up appealing to no one. It's time for Applebees to face the music. They're past their sell-by date, and the sooner they close up shop, the better. Sparro, sliced and diced, Sparro, the mall rat of the pizza world. They rode the shopping mall wave for years, but those days are long gone. No delivery, no online ordering, just overpriced, greasy slices. They've closed over half their restaurants in the last 2 decades, and it's no surprise. The quality's gone downhill, the prices have gone up, and the customers have had enough. They're blaming it on the rising cost of ingredients, but that's a load of rubbish. You can make a decent pizza with cheap ingredients if you know what you're doing. Sparro clearly doesn't. They're a relic of a bygone era, and it's time for them to face the facts. The game's up, Sparro. Time to fold up your dough and go home. Hooters, past its prime. Hooters, the restaurant that's all about the view, not the food. They've been peddling wings and waitresses for 40 years, but their act is getting old. They've wasted millions on failed ventures like that disastrous casino in Vegas, and their restaurants are closing faster than you can say chicken wings. They've tried to modernize, even changed their name to Hoots for a hot minute. But you can't polish a turd. The food's still mediocre, the service is hit or miss, and the whole concept is about as appealing as a cold shower. They're clinging on by their fingernails, but it's only a matter of time. Hooters, your 15 minutes are up. Time to cash in your chips and retire gracefully. The Cheesecake Factory, crumbling under pressure. The Cheesecake Factory, where portions are bigger than your head and the calorie count is higher than your credit card bill. They've been a staple of American dining for 50 years, but the cracks are starting to show. Costs are soaring, sales are flatlining, and they're closing restaurants left, right, and center. They've shuttered 38 locations in total. Not a good sign, is it? They're blaming it on the pandemic. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The truth is they're overpriced, outdated, and out of touch. People are wising up to the fact that you can get a decent meal without remortgaging your house. The Cheesecake Factory, your reign is over. Time to face the music and admit defeat. Buffalo Wild Wings, clipped wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, the place to be for wings, beer, and sports. Or at least it used to be. Now it's just another casualty of the retail apocalypse. They've closed over 90 locations in the last few years, blaming it on everything from chicken shortages to rising labor costs. But let's be honest, the real problem is that they've lost their way. The food's gone downhill, the prices have gone up, and the service is about as consistent as the English weather. They're trying to be all things to all people, and it's backfiring spectacularly. Buffalo Wild Wings, your wings have been clipped. It's time to face the facts and accept your fate. IHOP, pancaked. IHOP, the International House of Pancakes. More like the International House of Disappointment, if you ask me. They've been flipping pancakes for over 60 years, but their time is running out. They've closed over 200 restaurants since the pandemic, and another 40 are on the chopping block. They're blaming it on changing tastes, but the truth is, they're stuck in a rut. The menu's tired, the food's mediocre, and the service is about as exciting as watching paint dry. They're trying to appeal to a younger generation, but they're about as hip as your grandma. IHOP, your days are numbered. Time to hang up your spatula and call it a day. Taco Bell, ringing the alarm bells, home of the Crunchwrap Supreme and Doritos Locos Taco. Even fast food giants face struggles. Customers are upset about high prices, especially on the app. Social media complaints are rising and sales are dropping. Blaming inflation isn't working. Quality is sacrificed for profit. Now they're paying the price. Even icons can fall. Chipotle, feeling the heat. Chipotle, the self-proclaimed fast casual king. They built their empire on the promise of fresh ingredients and customizable burritos, but their crown is slipping. They've been hit by a string of food safety scandals, their prices are creeping up, and their customer service is about as warm as a polar bear's backside. They're trying to be everything to everyone, and it's backfiring. They're expanding too quickly, sacrificing quality for quantity. And their customers are starting to notice. The lines are shorter, the complaints are louder, and the competition is heating up. Chipotle, you're not the only burrito in the bodega anymore. It's time to step up your game or face the consequences. Subway going off track. Subway, the sandwich chain that once promised to help you eat fresh. Now they're just another fast food joint peddling processed meat and stale bread. They've been plagued by scandals, from lawsuits over the size of their footlongs to allegations of using fake tuna in their sandwiches. Their reputation is in tatters and their sales are plummeting. They've tried to revamp their menu, but it's too little, too late. The damage is done and customers are flocking to healthier, tastier alternatives. Subway, your time is up. It's time to admit defeat and close up shop. Pizza Hut, past its prime. Pizza Hut, the OG of pizza delivery. They've been a staple of American dining for decades, but their star is fading. They've been overtaken by Domino's in the delivery game. Their pizzas are about as exciting as a wet weekend, and their restaurants are looking tired and dated. They're trying to keep up with the times, but they're just not cutting it. Their latest gimmick, the original pan pizza, is a desperate attempt to recapture past glory. But it's not working. Customers are over it, and so are we. Pizza Hut, your time is up. It's time to hang up your pizza cutter and retire gracefully. KFC, clucking their last. KFC, the Colonel's fried chicken empire. Once a fast food giant, now a shadow of its former self. They've been hit by chicken shortages, rising costs, and a string of food safety scandals. Their reputation is in the gutter, and their sales are circling the drain. They're trying to stay afloat with gimmicks like plant-based chicken and celebrity endorsements, but it's not enough. The magic is gone, and customers are flocking to tastier, healthier alternatives. KFC, your days are numbered. It's time to face the music and admit defeat. Duncan, running out of steam. Duncan, the coffee and donuts chain that's as American as apple pie. But even this iconic brand is feeling the heat. They're facing stiff competition from Starbucks and other coffee giants. Their donuts are about as appealing as a day at the dentist, and their customer service is about as warm and fuzzy as a cactus. They're trying to stay relevant with new drinks and menu items, but it's not enough. They've lost their way and their customers are losing interest. Duncan, your days are numbered. It's time to hang up your donut fryer and call it a day. Wendys, wilting away. Wendys, the home of the square burger and the Frosty. They've been a fast food staple for decades, but their star is fading. They're struggling to keep up with the competition, their menu is tired and uninspired, and their customer service is about as exciting as watching grass grow. They're trying to stay relevant with new menu items and marketing campaigns, but it's not enough. They've lost their way and their customers are moving on. Wendys, your time is up. It's time to face the music and admit defeat. The Last Bite. 15 restaurant chains teetering on the brink of disaster. The restaurant industry is tough. Only the strong survive. These chains have become complacent and out of touch. Remember, the golden rule: serve delicious food at a fair price. But it's not all doom and gloom. Support passionate chefs and restaurateurs.